right? Shalom, Akyam. Shalom. This is the brother Ba'ar coming back at you again with another daily exhortation to edify the body, to edify the sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah to the best of my ability. And before I start, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I'd like to give salutations to the Akyam preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Akyam. Shalom. You know, once again, I'm back with another daily exhortation, and this is going to be more of a quick hitter, you know, because I'm at here at the plantation, man. Just wanted to do a lesson here, you know, and I was wondering what I was going to do this lesson about. And, you know, I decided to pick up my scriptures, man, and just start flipping through pages, man. And I just, you know, through the Spirit, I just so happened to pass by a particular precept, and it kind of ties into what I have been experiencing, especially today, and just throughout the week, and brothers have been speaking upon. Now, I understand that, you know, the Spirit this week, you know, or for this little season, have been upon the woman, and you know. And hey, man, it's your time. You know, everybody has a time to be spoken about. All right. So it's your season, you know, but you know, the Lord is putting everybody back in order, man. The Lord is putting the earth back in order. All right. And you can start to see it manifesting. You can start to see the spirit that's upon some of these women are starting to change, you know, because I was watching a video earlier this week, maybe a few nights ago, and this one Jake, man, a lot of brothers know his channel. It's a mediocre something. Brothers are familiar with his channel, and he made a statement because he was reviewing a video, and in that video he said, in the world in general, when we were growing up, men were always taught, or boys were always taught, how to treat women, not to offend women. They are princesses. They are queens. Don't do that to women. Don't do this. Say this. Don't offend that. Don't talk about their weight. Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. But in general, girls and women were never taught how to treat men. All right. And if they're taught how to treat men, it's to treat us in a particular point of view as they're scumbags, they're dogs, they're the big bad wolf, you know, or, you know, we're never praised in their eyes. You know, we were never praised like, you're my king, you're my prince, you know, you're strong. You know, they never really gave us praises like that. You know, and speaking for myself, I missed out on that growing up because of Babylon, because of the curses. You know, there's particular brothers who have particular mothers who are very affectionate towards their sons, telling them that they're great, telling them that you're a prince, telling them that you're a king, you know, building up their self-esteem. But in general, you know, the curses has fell upon a lot of us brothers in that way. You know, we weren't encouraged, we weren't, you know, our masculinity was not encouraged growing up. Women were never taught how to treat men, how to treat young boys, young men. They were never treat that. The whole point, and I thought about that. I was like, wow. I thought that was a great statement, because our whole life we've been taught what to say and what not to say towards women, but women were never taught what to say and what not to say towards us in an uplifting way. This is how you know this world is controlled by feminine energy. You know, this is why women grow up today having no value of a man other than having children by them and using them for child support, or just using them to get over, but never lifting us up, telling us that we're great, telling us that we're better than the other nations. You know, this is why you see a lot of women they turn to homosexuality because they don't know how to approach men. They don't know how to engage with men. They don't know how to just be in order with men, because a lot of our daughters weren't raised around fathers. So they don't know how to treat a man. They don't know what to say unto a man. That's why they expect a man to be in control of everything in that aspect. You know, they want us to conform where they feel like they shouldn't have to conform. All right, but the Most High, you know, the scripture says in 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40, and it says, let all things be done decently and in order. And the Most High is here, and you know, the Spirit of the Lord is upon the earth, man, setting his house in order, you know, through the Spirit, you know, those who believe, you know, because only those who believe dwell in his house, dwell in his courts, you know. But the Most High is setting everything in order right before our face, even amongst the unbelievers and the unbelieving women. Because I'm starting to see that energy change, because subconsciously in the back of their minds, they see this place failing. They see that there's nothing new, you know, establishing itself here. All right, they see that their advantages are starting to fail. So through the Spirit, the Most High is causing these women to be a little more submissive, to speak a little more nicely unto the men, because they see what's coming, man. They hear what's coming. You know, they hear it from the men of the Lord, first and foremost, out on the highways and byways. They hear it from even just the regular man on YouTube or on social media. They see what's coming. They hear of the wars, even though they want to act and ignore it, you know, but they hear of these things, man. You know, but the one particular precept that I came across, you know, as I was opening up the scriptures, it says, this is Ezekiel 34 verse 31. It says, O ye my flock of my pasture are men, and I am your power, saith the Lord. All right, and this is of Yahweh Shemel Shai. This is written in the scriptures. This is something that wasn't taught to us when we were growing up. We were always, as young men, we were always taught to cater to women, but women were never taught to cater to men. You know, and that's something that the daughters of this generation are missing out. They're missing out on how to cater to men. This is why a lot of women don't know how to cook. A lot of women don't know how to conduct themselves around men, period. That's why most men we value women who are raised by their fathers. And you can tell through the Spirit that they have a comfort level around men, not to be a whore. All right, they can still dress in modest apparel. They know their position. They know when to speak and when not to speak, and those things we appreciate. You know, but we can see in the other women, they don't know how to speak to men. They don't know when to speak and when not to speak. They dress like whores. All right, and men, as we get older, when we're younger, yeah, we want the big booty bras. We want the front and the back, which we still do now, but as we've gotten older, you know, we could care less for those things. You know, we may want one or two of those things in particular, you know, but for the most part, we would just want women that look decent and are submissive unto us. You know, instead of submission, because most women don't like the word submission, but who are cooperative, you know, who understand their position within this household, you know, and the Most High is establishing his house, and men, we are the house. All right, and that's the hard truth that a lot of women are going to have to deal with, that we are the house. Who's doing this work? The men of the Lord, who are out on the highways and byways. Men, the men of the Lord. Because there's a lot of dangers out on the highways and byways. If I'm not mistaken, the brother from Atlanta, the head from Atlanta, said that. I was listening to his video earlier. You know, and that's true. You know, when women they don't have the discipline to do what we do on a day-to-day basis. They don't. You know, because they go off of emotions. They feel tired. They're not strong. I just leave me alone. Hey, sometimes we feel like that too, but we got to gird up our loins and keep it moving. So you can see why the Most High is dealing with the men. because we are to establish the foundation. Yeah, we're not emotionless women. We're not, women do a lot of, they have importance. They do the other things. They're creative. They address things that we're not really focused on. But their position is important. Men, we're simple. But within our simple mindset, we're not simple as far as understanding, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, but we're simple. We like to focus on one thing. We like what we like. It doesn't mean when we like something else that we don't like that too. We do like that as well, but we like what we like. We're not hard to satisfy. The Most High has built us strong, tough. And when we're focused on something, we keep our mind set to it and we just focus on that. The Most High has designed us to be that way. Women, not so. They get easily distracted. All right. But let me continue to bring out these other precepts that just, that weren't taught to us as young men. All right. Here's another one. This is Proverbs 8, verse 4. And it says, unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men, Salakia. O ye simple, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart. All right. So the Lord has, spoken, had these things written in the scriptures for us to receive these things in the times that we're living in. To build back our confidence, knowing that the house, okay, in what was it, Numbers 1, if I'm not mistaken, your pedigree is according to the house of the fathers, but we weren't taught that. We were brought up in confusion. Oh, I'm half this and I'm half that, and my mom is this and my father is that, but that's not according to the scriptures. All right, this is Numbers 1 verse 18, and it says, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers. Man, all right, and that's the importance that a lot of men don't understand. The longer you're in this truth, the more you get to understand how important you are as a man. And how important it is for you to establish yourself in wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. In the words of Yahweh Bashem El Shah, it's important because you have to be the head of the household. You have to, we have to serve the Lord. We have to submit ourselves unto the Lord. All right, we have to do all the hard work. We have to get everything in order. So if we have to do these things, the woman as well, she has to fall in line as well. This is not a one-sided thing. We're serving the Lord, so you have to serve us. All right, and that's the way it's written in the scriptures. This is 1 Corinthians 14, verse 37. Hold on. No, that's not it. Ephesians, Salakia. Ephesians 5, verse 22, and it says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands, as unto the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, and he is the savior of the body. All right. So, everything is in order, man. But this world, let me continue. It says, therefore, as the church is subject unto Hamashiach, so let the wives be subject to their own husbands in everything. Okay. And husbands, love your wives, even as Hamashiach also loved the church and gave himself for it. All right. So we have to love our wives. This is why marriage is important, man. This is why choosing a wife is very important. You just can't be a whoremonger. You just can't be a man that's out there having sex with many of women. You can't do that, man. When you have sex with a woman, that's spiritual, man. She is your wife. All right. She is to take on your spirit. All right. She's to represent you, man. She's supposed to be your number one cheerleader. But instead, so a lot of our men, what we do, we have to take on that responsibility too. What we do is sometimes we easily go along with the breakup. All right. And we go find another woman and we let our wives go and have sex with other men. We're forcing our women to commit adultery. But in this world, women are encouraged to find another man. All right. It's not like how our grandparents or our parents, they were encouraged to stick together no matter what, stay in a relationship no matter what. Man, I grew up seeing my friends' grandparents, how they got along. They understood their position in the household. They had their own worlds within that household. The grandpa, he'll be in the garage first thing in the morning. Like they're in separate spaces, but they're together. They're not smothering each other, but they're together. She's in the kitchen, she in the living room, she pressing, she ironing, she cooking, she watching her TV shows. Pops, he in the garage, he working on things, he's hands on, he's in the yard, he doing manly things. But whenever she wanted to do something that was of importance, she always went to her husband. And that's something that women today don't do. They feel like, man, if I want to do something, I'm just going to do it. She's not referring to her husband. She's not going to her husband. That's how the women today are. And watching my friend's grandparents grow up, at an old age, man. I don't know how old his grandfather was, but man, he went and got a younger woman and had twin children. I mean, listen, we were growing up I'm 35. When I was young, he already had gray hairs. All right. He was already of old age, but he took care of himself. He took vitamins. He took minerals. He stayed active. You know what I'm saying? Not too long ago, he was working on the roof. This man has to be like 70 something, 80. But he has his youngest two children, man, have to be like 10. But the wife, she didn't buck up. She felt some kind of way, but she got in line and she supported the children. I would clown on my homie and be like, yo, your aunt and uncle are way younger than you, bro. They're like jits, but it's funny. But, but that just shows you how things were in order even in those times. But we're going back to those times even much, much more with the Most High is going to establish it on a much stronger level, on a much higher level. All right. It's going to be spiritual as well, because women are going to understand the position. They're going to see how vulnerable they are. All right. The Most High is going to make it so. All right. And it's true, man. I can feel it, man. Because speaking of myself, man, I haven't been in a relationship for quite some time, but, Thawadi, how about Shemal Shah for giving me the strength, man, because I'm glad he did it that way, because I had to see the value in myself as a man first, as a servant of Yahweh Shemal Shah. I had to understand that value because I lost my father at a young age. And I'm not saying that I didn't conduct myself as a man or, wasn't manly. I was growing up, even when I was in the world, but I didn't understand my value. You understand? Like, I missed out on that, and a lot of us brothers have missed out on that, understanding our value, our purpose in life, our purpose to the Creator. Now we don't need validation from anybody else. We have validation from the highest order, from the Most High himself, from the Most High and his Son. We don't need no validation from no woman, from any other man. We have validation. We have purpose. We read the scriptures and we know the great things that we have done. Now you have women here and there who have done things that are deserving of honor to be spoken of, as is written in the scriptures. But for the most part, when it comes to establishing households, when it comes to establishing a nation, government, it's all men. And Thawadi Yahweh Shemal Shah for giving us this time of grace, for blessing us by waking us up and bringing us back unto our remembrance. But let me find this precept, because I can't go on without this precept, baby. Hold up. Because but this time period that the Lord has given us to understand our value is very important, because when things start to get going, we can't afford to slip up, man. All right, where is it at? Hold up. I'm gonna get it. Don't worry about it. I haven't went to it in a while, but I will find it, man. Hold up. I know it's here. I know I ain't bugging. But, you know, for the sake of time, where it says the precept where it says several women shall grab hold unto one man, and I know the brothers are like, yo, you can't find that precept. You were supposed to know that precept. You going off. I know I'm going off right now. I can't even front. I can't even front. I'm going off for this one. But y'all brothers know y'all know what precept I'm talking about, man. I'm surprising myself that I can't find it at this moment, but through the Spirit, man, I know brothers understand what precept I wanted to bring out. But man, several women shall take hold unto one man, man. And you know, and this is the prophecy that's getting ready to pass, man. And we have to be prepared in order to receive that, man. You know, that's why I'm glad that the Most High, you know, didn't just, you know, give them to us right at this moment. Because not all brothers are ready for that kind of responsibility, you know, because we first need to understand our value and understand that the Most High is dealing with us first. All right. He's dealing with us. All right. And when you understand that, you know, it'll ground you. All right. It'll definitely ground you, man. And we needed this time to reflect on our, you know, while we're here, to reflect, you know, on you know, examining ourselves, you know, because we thought we were ready, but we weren't ready. All right. But I'm gonna just keep this lesson short, man. I just wanted to do this lesson through the Spirit, and I'm already late. But man, I'm glad I got an opportunity to do this lesson, man, and share my thoughts with you brothers, man, and share these precepts with you brothers, man. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. I like to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I like to give salutations to the Akim preaching the gospel across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.